Hello and welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshier. I'll be your game master for this evening. Due to previous technical difficulties, you may have noticed that we cut our stream short last week, but it was no big deal. We had enough... Yeah, well, this time I guess it's over here. We had enough story covered in the first half that we're good. So, as I was saying, the year is 10,191. You are located in the rings around the Earth created by the shattered remnants of the moon. You are on board a dart ship made entirely of cold iron, pointed straight down into a hell pit. And your mission is to kill the devil. This is your ship. I hope you like it, because you're going to spend the last several hours of your life in it. These things are not designed to be used twice. It's essentially a bullet. The book describes this as having ballistic flight only. It's going to be dropped by the hauler that dragged you guys up here. And then it's going to fire its engines and shoot straight down, hopefully piercing the Earth's mantle and coming out in the large cavern that is the underworld of hell, right above the palace of Lucifer. And if you strike him or enough of his stuff with this ship, you might win a major victory for the Screaming Skulls and the entire human race. So, roll speed.
Yay, not again.
Okay. I'd like to add my resolve this time.
You may add your resolve, better. Yes.
As a reminder, when you roll speed in this game, that establishes your initiative order and your AC for the encounter.
That's right.
I'll be using all of my resolve.
I have, let's see, that's 11, 12, 13. Thank goodness this time. That's more than twice what I had last time.
I'm sorry, you said 13?
13, thank goodness.
I got 16.
No, Patty got 18, Mia got 13, and Cindy got 16?
16. Yes.
Good spread.
Both beat me again. Good gracious.
Well, you're not competing against them.
It is true. At least I didn't get a 6.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. So your ship begins tearing through the atmosphere, and then the rockets fire. You begin to pick up so much speed that you find it hard to maintain consciousness. But you must, for you have to steer this thing towards the hell pit that you're aiming for. Now, who would like to steer it? We need someone with a good pilot skill.
I have 2 in my pilot skill.
I also have 2 in pilot.
Okay. So one of you can take the controls. The other 2 of you should be prepared to man the guns, because it is well known that there are creatures that live within the mantle that will be attacking you.
Mia, what's your aim?
4.
Okay, so your aim is better than mine, so let me steer the ship.
All right. I will say, in this case, aim is also perhaps interchangeable with pilot, since this ship is basically a giant missile.
So would my pilot skill plus 2 give me a 6 total then with my 4 aim? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
I just rolled on that question. I was thinking either or, but you know what? Adding them together sounds good to me.
So that gives me 6. That gives me a 6 on piloting then.
All right.
but still 4 aim. So, which do you want to do, Patty? Or
Well,
should I say Sparky? Sparky, do you want to fly this thing, or should I?
Well, that gives me only 5 for flying, so...
Well, remember...
Depends on what we have to shoot.
It's a cost-benefit analysis, because at the end of this mission, you want the best aim possible in order to hit Lucifer with the ship. But prior to that, you have to defend the ship.
All right, well, I guess I'll fly.
All right.
I will aim, because I've got... Sunday. I can't read your name. What is your name? Astrid, right. Okay, Astrid. I've got Astrid on my side.
Well, I have 2 in aim. My skills lie in smashing things. So if I could pick this ship up and smash something, that might help us.
All right. Well, down you go. The wind whipping by the ship outside is getting so noisy that you can barely hear each other scream. But that hell pit gets bigger and bigger in your view through the window there, Thyra, and the heat from it starts to mingle with the heat from the ship tearing through the atmosphere until you're just surrounded by fire, and you almost can't even tell the difference when you smash into the pit itself and begin tearing through the Earth's magma.
Nice.
Like, oh, this thing is hard to control.
It's rough. It's getting rough out there.
You can do this, Thyra.
Heck yeah.
You need help, I'm here for you. Just stay conscious.
All right, let's have, for this first part, just a pilot plus aim check from Thyra to keep the ship on target in the center of this hell pit.
Okay, so yeah, that's quite a bit. Let's see.
You know what?
6,
Before you read that off, I am supposed
12.
to tell you, I'm rolling 5 against you for now.
All right,
So
6,
10, 14.
12.
Can you beat 17?
So 6, 12, 16, 21.
Nice.
All right, you, the impact of smashing into this magma is such that it shudders the entire ship, but its solid construction is enough to keep it on track while you wrestle with this giant joystick, trying to hold it in its trajectory. And now, let's see. You are entering the magma layer of the Earth's interior. The smoke, the thick, choking black smoke that was in the air on the way down here has been replaced completely with essentially what you see on the video there. Just fire and magma tearing at the ship. And you begin to hear noises outside.
Hold to you. Hear me,
Yeah.
baby. Hold together.
So we are now jumping into this initiative proper as 10 creatures appear outside your window, keeping pace with the ship and moving towards it. I'm going to roll to see what type of creature it is. This is appropriate for the highest level that we're going to be here. It is a creature called a tar. It is like predatory petroleum slime. You've seen them on the surface sometimes, but it makes sense that they'd be down here too. They are going to roll 5 dice for their stuff, and I'll roll their speed right now, and then we'll enter the combat round.
So we just have these external weapons that we're going to be shooting at them?
Yes, those weapons are going to give you +3 to whatever your aim is naturally.
Oh, thank God.
Yes. Woo! Oh,
So
damn it,
they
that
actually
was
got 12, and they're going to go after all of you. So Sparky, you're first. You see them coming.
All right, I'm gonna aim at them. See. So, 18.
18, you hit one.
Nice.
They have no.
I'm assuming it's really hard to keep these guns stable while I'm fighting with the force of the ship. I think I got one.
Don't get cocky, kid.
Woo! You gotta help me out here.
Yeah. So you hit one and you blast it to smithereens, and you see that it has some sort of, normally these are just this weird slime pit creatures, like the thing that killed Tasha Yar. But this one,
Yes.
yeah, where were we? We had just finished a round. All 8 of the remaining Hellions had failed to enter the ship because they were rolling against your 28 piloting check. So now we're going to head back to Sparky.
All right. Ooh. $23.
Okay, you're going to get one for sure.
Nice. I'll leave a couple for you, Astrid.
You better.
All right, that's 3 down out of 10. Astrid, you're up.
Okay. $17.
That's a hit.
All right.
I shout back, you guys are having so much fun. I can't fly this thing. Ah, the sweat's getting in my good eye.
All right.
This is so bad.
Just go straight down.
Okay, Thyra, roll your pilot check, and again, you're basically setting the DC for these creatures to break in.
Boy, come on. I needed like 3 6s to pop up here. Come on. What do we got here? Is that right? Yep. Yeah, I just rolled 3 6s. Okay.
Okay, that's a crit.
So that's 8. Anyway, but that's 18 plus another 9, so 27 total. But yeah, crit on
27.
that.
Holy moly. You rolled exactly 3 6s, yeah?
Yeah, 3 6s and 3 3s.
So you mark off, fill in a bubble for one of your blood runes.
Oh, I keep forgetting to success my
Skill
pilot
checks
check.
too, yeah.
Oh, us. Me too.
And how many? You said what? 2 for blood runes?
Just one.
1? Okay. Those are all blank down there. I'm not sure what's going on, but okay.
Did you? Well, you only fill them in when you get a crit, so they shouldn't have too many. I don't remember if you got any crits last week.
I did not. No.
All right. Hey, thank you, Laser, for letting us know about the stream issues. We would not have known. It looked fine on my end. Like I said, overheating. Stop the Twitch version. Hopefully it's okay now. I also pulled off some of the videos that were running. All right. It's their turn. You rolled 27, Mia?
27, yeah.
All right. I'm still getting my PDFs open again over here. Apparently I didn't save the bookmarks on me. Here we go. So, they have 5. And there's 6 of them left. They are not going to hit 28. Number 2, not going to do it. Number 3, that one's cocked. Maybe 10, 16. No, not going to do it. They're getting pretty good rolls, but not that good. And
we're hearing this like throbbing on side, like boom, 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 as they're trying to get in.
Yeah, and in fact, you can see some of them. They're exerting themselves in the extreme to try and keep up with the ballistic velocity of this dart ship as it slams down through the mantle of the earth, and they're racing up to the side of it, trying to grab hold, and for the most part bouncing away, sometimes grabbing hold but finding nothing that they can get their fingers or their tendrils under to pry up, and so they're just failing to get in. And we are back to
come in here. I've got a hammer with your name on it.
Well, we're back to Sparky's turn.
Nobody's home. Yeah.
Get off of our ship!
You get something?
18.
Well, that's going to get one. They've only got a 12.
Nice. I got another one, Astrid!
Woo!
All right. Yep, you did get another one. That's 5 down. Astrid, you're up.
$18.
18. You got one too. 6 down. They're just being blasted away from the ship, both by the speed of the ship itself and by these cannons that you're firing out. And these are, I don't know if I told you what they are, but they're basically rocket cannons. You're firing fuel from the ship into the faces of these guys. Yeah.
Can we? And we're able to see that or not?
You can see it. You don't have a huge range of view, but from the gunner seat, you can see sort of 180.
Oh, okay.
And then Thyra's in the pilot seat, so can kind of see straight ahead, and there are a few like view screens of what's behind. This ship has no like living quarters or anything because it's not really expected that anyone who gets on here is going to live. Thyra, let's get another pilot check from you, please. Or if you have something else you want to do other than controlling the ship, let me know.
I just want to keep it flying in a straight line as best as possible here.
All right.
Come on. Biscuit. That is 10, 14, 17, 18, 19 this time.
19, okay.
That's a lot lower. Hold on, make sure I added that right. That's 10, 17, yeah, 18, 19. Okay.
Well, you... that's a pretty high roll, but it's low enough that a couple of them would have beat it last round. So let's see what they do. There's 4 of them left.
I had to drop 2 ones on that roll. So.
It was 19, you said? 10, 16,
19 total,
17,
yeah.
18. Well, this one got 20. He has torn through the outside of the ship, opened up a little hole, actually right behind the gun port, and comes in right where Sparky's sitting. But that's his turn.
Oh, no.
We're going for the next one. That's 8. That's 14, 18. Another one gets in. There's now 2 of them inside the ship.
I should have used a resolve, but nope, save those.
12, 15, 16, 17, 21. 3 of them have gotten into the ship.
Oh, jeez.
We have 8 plus 5, 13, 16, plus 4 is another 20. All 4 of the remaining tar monsters have gotten into the ship.
It's these 2 dice that screwed us right here. See, they drop snake eyes and like, yeah, right. That blows.
Well, it does make things more interesting.
It does.
However, they
like,
spent all of all of their turn getting in. So now we're back to your round. Your top of the round, Sparky. You're up.
All right. So how far away from me are these things?
So this guy that is right by you is within arm's length. Remember, there's 3 range bands in this system. It's just arm's length, ranged, and out of reach.
All right, so I'm going to use my iron blaster. Use that against him. Ah.
What'd you roll?
15.
15's good. His AC's 12. You hit him.
Okay, I saw those 2 snakes and I was like, ah!
Now, outside, it only took 1 hit to kill these guys, but that was because they were in the magma. So destroying their sort of armored sludge that they have on immediately killed them. But now, they're in here. So you've taken this guy's armor off, but he's still alive.
Okay. Astrid!
Astrid,
on
you're
it.
up. Astrid, there is one more that came in that same area, and then the other 2 came in a little closer to you.
Okay. Are there
So-
a couple that are like, is this tight enough? This is what I want to do. I want to pull out my chain and I can get to, if they're close enough to get each other. If I use my
Get
chain.
2 if they're close enough to each other. You know what? Yeah, I'll say if you can beat the 12 plus half again, so if you can beat 18, you'll hit both of them. If you beat 12, you'll only hit 1.
Okay.
I'm yelling back, did we get boarded? Did we get boarded?
They're on the ship! They're on the ship!
Damn it!
Astrid's pulling at her chain!
Getting real now! Kill those bitches!
So I'm swinging my chain. 18.
18. That's exactly the number you needed to hit both of them. You've destroyed both of their armor. Now, actually, I'll give you a choice.
Plus I got a 6, so that's my armor splitter, and I can destroy 1 extra piece of armor, right?
Okay. In that case, I'll
4.
say you fully killed one of them and destroyed the next guy's armor.
Okay.
Okay, good.
We'll do that. I like that.
Thyra, there are now creatures in the ship with you. However, you also see something else coming. There is an explosion of magma that is going off right in front of you. You have no time to avoid it, but it's hitting the ship and starts to tear off pieces of it. So there's this terrible jolt. It's sending the ship off course. You have to correct the flight path. You can choose to do it immediately or risk taking some time to fight these creatures and try to correct the ship next round.
I believe I'm going to correct the ship now.
Okay.
Hold on tight!
I'm rolling 5 against you. That's 12, 16, 19, 20.
Alright, let's see, that's 10 plus 11, 21, 24 total.
You beat it. You put the ship back on track. This huge explosion in the magma. You have no idea what caused it, but you have a sneaking suspicion it's going to happen again in 1d4 rounds.
So, yeah, did I see some sort of weird distortion field in the magma or something? Maybe I'll notice, like, oh my god, here comes another one!
Unfortunately, it's fairly opaque out there. Other than a short range around your ship, you can't really see anything. But
Maybe
yeah.
there's a certain smell.
The infamous
A sense
Ice
of
RPG
it's gonna happen again.
It's that hankering D4 timer. Alright, here we go. I hope you guys are okay back there. That was a rough hit.
Well, they're okay for the moment, but now it is the turn of the tar monsters. So, one of them's dead. There's 3 remaining. rolling for number 1, who actually 2 of the remaining 3 are missing their armor, right? So
Okay.
the blocking is there's 2 by Sparky, one of whom is down his armor, and 1 by Astrid, who is also down his armor. So that 1 by Astrid is gonna lurch towards you suddenly, Astrid. Corrosive whips. Any in melee range absorb 1 hit. You take a hit. This is a rare ability, but it's come up on my tactics roll, so you just take the hit automatically.
Okay.
And then the next one, actually, it's not that rare. It's like half of the table is lurch. But yeah, so the next one, the other one that has no armor and is near Sparky, rolls a 4, which is also lurch. So Sparky, you're going to take a hit. And then the last one also lurches. Listen to me saying that it's rare. So Sparky takes 2 hits total.
Oh.
So basically what these things are doing are just lurching around from side to side towards you guys or around your sort of combat target area. And these corrosive whips of tar from their bodies are just lashing out at you.
All right, and I have how many hits? 3?
You have your armor. Each piece of armor can take 3 hits.
Okay, I'll spread it out here.
Yeah. Once you're completely out of all armor, you have 1 hit point.
Okay, gotcha.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. You are all squishy.
Squish, squish.
But it's your turn now, Sparky.
All right. This guy. How dare you hurt me?
Dang it. Totally went to pace.
21.
You've killed the
And I'm going
ice.
after with him. I'm going after him with that the iron blaster, which is like a flame bursty. What does it
Awesome.
say? Infinite fire-like ammo ignites objects. So he just.
So, were you
And it's
aiming
cool.
for the one whose armor you already destroyed, or the other one?
The one that I already destroyed.
Okay, great. That leaves 2 enemies. Astrid, the one against you, has no armor.
Okay. Again, are they still close enough I can use my chain against 2 of them?
No.
They are not. Okay, then I
Because
will...
The other one is over by Sparky.
I will use my hammer against the one near me.
Okay.
And...
How's it going back there?
That's 37 damage. Or 37... Yeah. 37. 2 6s.
Well, you killed him. There's only 1 left. His armor is totally intact, and he's standing by Sparky.
Okay. So because of the 6... Oh, yeah, he's not close enough for the armor splitter to
No,
do
he's out
anything.
of...
Does
he's
my
out of range of your
whirlwind
chain.
kick in for that guy, or is he too far away for me to do
Remind me
anything?
what Whirlwind does.
Whirlwind add plus 2d after a successful attack roll for each. Let me not read that. Let me read it from somewhere else. Something better. Attack roll. Roll this skill. Roll for each 6. Gain a bonus attack. Gain a bonus attack. So for each 6, that's 2 6s. I get an extra bonus attack.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You can spend one of them moving and one of them attacking this other creature.
That's a deal. And I cannot use the hammer again, so I will use my chain. Let me move those. I'll use my chain on that guy. And I believe it says if I roll 4, 5, or a 6. So I did that, and so I hit him.
Awesome. He is hit. That means his armor's gone. He still has his life for now. Thyra, your turn. You can continue to guide the ship, or you can take a second if you have something ranged to turn around and shoot this guy.
I think I will do that. I'll just kind of keep one hand on the steering wheel, so to speak, and just kind of like turn and reach over my shoulder and aim back at this guy.
Alrighty.
And I get 4 with aim, so that's 10, 12, 15. And
15.
with my... Yep, and keep forgetting I've got Gunslinger, so that's 2 additional dice. There we go. And for each 4, 5, or 6 is an additional... where's that at? My apologies. The Gunslinger. For each 4, 5, or 6, that's a 4 and a 6.
It's an additional
You get
hit
it shots on any target or any of the same target. So that would be like 2 additional hits on something.
Well, there's only one guy left and his armor's gone, so you can just shoot him a lot of times as he's dying.
Yeah, for dramatic effect, like do 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 do.
Yeah.
Like blow him into little chunks and shoot each of the chunks out of the sky as they
There you go.
Outstanding.
Showing off a little bit. I like it.
Yeah, my Gunslinger, which is just the same as your whirlwind attack, just
Right.
Well, your dart ship is now damaged by the explosion, torn open by these tar monsters, still rocketing straight downwards at speeds at which you have never traveled before. You are standing in the remnants of this tar, which is mostly smoking and bubbling from the intense heat that it was in outside and that of your weapon attacks. And it is in this moment that the flame beasts decide to appear. 8 of them are coming at you. I'm going to roll their speed real quick. Actually, screw it. I'll stick them. No, they have 1 less die than those other guys, so I'll roll a speed separately. It's much lower. 6, 7, 8, 9. So their speed is now 9.
haha. I love an armor class of 9.
Okay. And that was Thyra's turn just now, so I'm going to start rolling for these hell beasts to try and get in. They're not quite as agile as the tar because they're kind of made of coal and ghostly fire while those other guys were all tenderly and slimy. So let's see what they do.
I had a 19 that last time I did the pilot check, so if that's still in effect.
Yeah. So they're going to try and beat the 19 on D4. There are 8 of them. The first guy does not succeed. And they're firing missiles, actually, out of their mouths. The next one does not succeed. Yeah,
like-
they're just unholy magic demon monsters. 15,
Like
16,
being cherry
17.
pits.
Number 4, no. Number 5, no. 6, no. They're rolling low. Wait. 11, 16, nope. Down by 1. And, okay, so they've all failed to get in. They're outside shooting at the ship, though.
So trying to get in, I like spin it, so they kind of roll off the side. So.
Just try to get in here.
Outstanding. Sparky, you're up.
All right. I'm going to get back to that gun. 15.
You're only rolling against 9 this time. However, these guys do have iron armor on. So they are going to take 2 hits each.
All right, perfect. Pew, pew.
All right. Estrid, you're up.
All right. I'll drape that chain over my shoulders and grab that gun. $19.
That's another one with his armor gone. And Thyra, you're up.
I want to keep piloting this thing as best I can.
All right, roll that check.
That's 14, 22.
Ooh, that's a good one. All right, here come their rolls. No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. None of them got anywhere near 22. They're still bouncing off the side of the ship outside.
I'm like, come at me! I'll send each of you to your afterlife, or at least my compatriots will. Okay.
Same thing. We're all a team.
We are the hand of doom. You are. Doom.
Aren't we already in their afterlife? I'm confused.
Exactly.
Sparky, you're up.
$19.
19 hits. I assume you are shooting at the same one whose armor you damaged before.
Yes, exactly.
Great. He is a goner.
And I will be doing that as long as it's still within sight.
Okay. Estrid. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot something. Sparky,
Yes.
you have slain this flame beast. You see as it disperses into its component flame and magic elements, that some of that magic and fire shoots towards you where you were holding the gun, and it passes actually through the hull of the ship as though intangible and tries to grab a hold of your mind, but fails.
Okay.
Okay, now Estrid, your turn.
Okay.
Be careful. They shoot back when they die.
That's all right. I'll punch him in the face. I rolled a 15.
Okay, you have also killed the one that you shot last time, and the same thing happens. It's going to try and get you. It also fails. But you guys can feel this force pulling at your minds. These things are trying to take you over as they die.
Good thing I don't have to roll wits for that.
Correct.
No, for each 6 one of them rolls, you are possessed for a day.
Oh, God.
So far, they rolled no 6s.
End game.
Okay, Thyra, you're up. I think you're muted.
Sorry about that. Keep piloting. I don't know if I want to reset that to something lower, but I think I will try and roll something higher, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Ooh, alright, that's 10, 25. Okay, so that's better.
Pretty good.
Thanks.
I'm clearing out my dice tray. Alright, now it is their turn. They're coming with 4 as always. And there's only 6 of them left. So, first one fails. Second one fails. Wait, you rolled 25?
25, yes. So
But they all fail. You can't get 25.
yeah, I was going to say, can't get this. Yeah. They're maxing at 24, right? Yeah.
Yeah, their max is 24. So they're all still bouncing off the outside of the ship out there.
I guess they could get a critical success, though, right? Have you rolled 3 6s?
That's a good point. I'll keep rolling. 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6. No. All right.
Okay.
Sparky, you're up. These guys are just bouncing off the ship like ping pong balls. No. Pinballs.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Pinballs.
pinballs maybe.
Sure plays a mean pinball.
$18.
18. You've destroyed another one of their armor. Estrid.
$12.
12 is low for you guys tonight, but it's still enough.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're back to Thyra. Turns are going fast.
Still piloting, I guess, right?
You have the option now that the ship has been so heavily damaged. Actually, a new targeting console has opened up. You have the option of splitting your attention and taking shots instead.
Okay, I will do that then.
Okay.
I will pop a shot off. Okay, that's yep, that's definitely a hit. That's 18 total.
Okay, you have destroyed the armor of another target. And I'm going to say that I should have told you this before, but I didn't think of it. I'm going to say that splitting your attention and not rolling a piloting check this round is going to mean that your previous roll stays in effect minus 1d6. So roll me that d6.
All right, and I assume my gunslinger does not work since this is a different type of gun.
Yeah, this is like a mounted weapon, and it's giving you a +3 dice to your attack, so it's already got enough bonus to it.
Oh, I didn't add those 3 extra dice.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Maybe
just
go
to
off
see if
on
I got a
6s.
couple of more 6s or something. But no, okay. And then 1d6 to deplete on my pilot skill.
Yeah.
All right. So -2, so 23.
23 now, okay. And there are still 6 of these guys alive, though 3 of them have damaged armor. So the first one fails to break in. The second one, also fails to break in. Third one fails. Fail. 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 All right, so they're bouncing off. Sparky, you're up.
All right. Oof. Ugh. 9.
9. That matches.
Wait. Actually, wait. 3. Yeah, 9.
That matches it. So that means you have killed one.
Nice.
And
Oof.
Estrid.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry. You are not possessed. Estrid, you're up.
Good.
$18.
Okay. You've killed one as well. Rolling for possession. Estrid, you destroy this thing. Its fiery body disperses, and its sort of flaming ethereal spirit energy shoots through the wall and into your head. You are now possessed by Hellfire for 1 day.
Oh no.
You are overtaken with destructive intent and, significantly for this mission, obedience to Lucifer.
Oh.
He would very much like you to knock this ship off course. So that'll be for you to deal with on your next turn
All right.
and the rest of the day. Thyra, you're up.
I'll keep firing on those guys outside, not realizing that Estrid's been possessed.
That will take another d6 off your existing roll.
That's cool. But I rolled 3 6s.
Ooh, all right. Let me pull up my thingy here.
So yeah,
So, yeah, something crazy happens as Estrid gets possessed by the minions of Lucifer, and the whole ship glows red as you point the autocannons from the pilot's seat at one of these creatures, and you blast not only the one whose armor you already destroyed, but completely destroy the next one as well.
Great. So possess me. I rolled my depletion, so my pilot's now at 20. So
You are not possessed by the first one you killed or the second one. Neither of them rolled any 6s. But you may mark a blood room bubble because that was another crit.
okay.
So, yeah, narratively, you have destroyed an extra creature. There's now only 2 left. Unfortunately, Estrid is possessed by the devil. That's exactly who you're trying to kill, so that's bad. Not that that wouldn't be bad anyway. Sparky, your turn.
All right. And I don't know anything strange going on either.
You haven't had time to know.
Okay. $19.
Okay, you've killed one. No, you've damaged the armor of one of the 2 remaining. Estrid,
Right.
your turn.
Okay.
Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends his wrath.
I'm going to... How far away is the pilot station from where I'm at? Is that 1 or 2 moves or more?
It's 1 move.
1 move? Okay, I'll go over there with my hammer.
All right.
And I'll use it on the instrument.
Ooh,
And I rolled.
okay.
I rolled for that. I decided to roll on what I was gonna do.
I am going to roll against you to see what the difficulty is. Now, remember, this is this solid state technology. Things are very thick and sturdy. So, in order to
That's fine.
damage it, I'm going to roll 6 against you. A lot of low numbers here, though. That's 10, 14, 20. You got to be 20 to damage this equipment.
Okay.
Damn.
And Bob is like, "What the fuck are you doing, Astrid?" As
All
he's
right, you have a
floating around
talking
the
skull named Bob.
Yeah, my stocking skull. Astrid's
Okay.
attacking the ship.
I rolled a 21.
You bring this hammer
Lord.
down and smash right into the console. And Thyra, as you see this hammer enter your field of view from, I assume, kind of your left, you also see that it is sort of wreathed in ghostly flames and held by Estrid, who is similarly wreathed. Her eyes are glowing red, like the eyes of the hell beasts, flame beasts outside.
What the heck, Estrid?
Thyra,
Astrid,
your
cut it
turn.
out.
Am I able to speak with them, interact, or am I just completely like
I'm
not
sorry.
myself?
You're overtaken with destructive intent and obedience to Lucifer. So as long as you are not violating those 2 things, you can say so.
Okay.
But it feels to you like your own will.
Okay. We have to destroy the ship.
What are you talking about? We'll all die if you destroy the ship. We haven't even gone into hell yet.
We're all gonna die anyway.
Thyra, what are you going to do? Estrid's crazy. She's right next to you. But you're also still piloting the ship, and there's still 2 more guys out there. Oh, this is timed well. I'm sorry, I forgot. This is when another 1d4 rounds have passed. An explosion goes off outside. The ship is off course.
I must correct course. Sorry, go ahead.
I am going to roll against you with 7 now.
Uh-oh. All right.
Because Estrid's damaged the controls.
Yep.
And also, the ship's been through a lot.
I'm going to add a resolve, so I'm going to roll 7 as well.
15, 21, 25, 29,
Good lady.
31. 31.
Mark that I spent this. And then go, let's see, 10, 28.
If you would like to add another, if you have another one to add.
Another resolve?
Yeah. So you're only off by 3.
Yeah, better. No, I better not roll up 2. Come on. Last resolve, and it's a 1!
The ship is off course. It's going to be even harder to correct it next turn. There are still 2 guys left. I'm rolling to see if they get in. What was the total of your roll there? 28?
I'm sorry. I was 3 short.
It was 29.
Yeah.
Because you added the 1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6, 9. Okay. Nope. They don't get in. They don't even get near it. Sorry. Sparky, you're up. You see Estrid has just destroyed the controls. The ship has been blown off course. There are still 2 flame beasts outside.
So, I know that we're being attacked, but I also can repair a lot of crap. It's kind of what I do. Can I try to start repairing the equipment? Or you guys... Hey, you guys, should I try to repair the machine, or should I attack these guys?
I'm like, subdue Astrid, she's gonna break more shit! As she raises her hammer over her head again.
Well, I don't want to hurt Astrid, and everything I have will hurt her. I'll go ahead and go for a guy outside.
None of you were expected to survive anyway. Alright, go ahead and roll for that guy.
Okay. 14.
That's pretty good. He is gone. I'm rolling 3d6 for your possession. You are not possessed. There's 1 guy out there who's undamaged. Estrid?
Astrid, get over here! There's another guy outside!
Lucifer
Astrid,
would
get
very
your
much
shit
like to
together.
not get hit by this ship.
Astrid, you like to kill things! Come kill this thing!
He's our friend. Stop trying to kill them.
He's not part of hell, he's from above! Come on!
The flame beasts were created by Lucifer, actually.
I could tell her otherwise.
I'm gonna try to grapple Thyra with my chain, tie her to the chair she's in,
Oh, alright.
which I did do.
Prevent me from doing anything.
So
I'm sorry,
Thyra
what
is
did you
now
get?
chained.
What
I
did
got
you
a
roll?
4, 5, and a 6. I only have to get either a 4, 5, or a 6 in order to grapple. So
Okay. Well, you're grappled, Thyra. Well, let me ask this.
I'm
Does
chaining you to the chair. Chained.
does your total also beat Thyra's 13?
Like to do, yes, that's 11. I'm gonna double check the count just to make sure.
Wouldn't be shocking if it did.
Yeah, throw the 5
18.
and 6. Yeah.
It's 18.
Okay.
Like, got my hand on the steering, and then suddenly my arms are like, what? Oh my god, what are you doing? We're gonna die before we complete our mission.
It's all right. We all belong here anyway.
After
We're home.
Bob is in your head. Oh, you're freaking crazy. They've got you.
We're home. We're home. Don't worry.
What about Earth? What about the people? What about our mission, Astrid?
What about your loyalty?
Yes.
It was but a whisper in the storm.
What about our friendship?
You are my friends. That's why I'm taking you home.
You're full of shit.
This is the end of our pitiful existence.
Exactly. We will all go home to the glories of Lucifer.
You're insane. You don't
Like-
like Lucifer. The whole point we're here is to fight Lucifer.
I was gonna say, can I try and power my way out? But there's just no way. So I can't.
Yeah, it's a chain. I don't think so.
I am stuck. Yeah, I have like 1 rank in power, so I'm not breaking free.
I gotcha. I gotcha on my turn. Don't worry.
I
All
lean
right.
back and try and steer the ship with my feet, but you know.
That last guy's going to try to get in. He doesn't. Oh, wait, that was Estrid's turn, not Thyra's. So, is there anything you're going to do, Thyra?
Yeah, the only thing I can do is like maybe try and spin in the operation chair and like kick Astrid's feet out from under her, try and trip her up, or steer the ship with my feet.
Yeah, steer the ship with your feet. It will sacrifice the benefit of your aim ability.
Yeah, that would just be terrible. It's already off course, so there's no correcting it, I don't think. Right. I'm just gonna like spin around and try and kick Astrid for being a jerk. How dare you! But, you know, my power ability is a total of 5. There's no way I'm gonna beat a 16.
Fair.
She's mocking me.
Yeah. All right.
Did you hurt your
that,
toe, Thyra? Don't do that.
that one guy outside failed to get in. Sparky, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna take my thermite blowtorch and start cutting the chains off of Thyra.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start cutting those chains off, and then she can't use the chains anyway because I'm breaking them to pieces.
Well, with the spinning of the ship and the way it's being buffeted around off course, and of course with Estrid right there trying to stop you, I'm gonna roll 5 dice against you being able to cut that on 1 turn.
Okay.
That is.
And Bob's gonna be in her face screaming at her that she's a traitor and a loser.
23.
Oh Jesus, really?
Still yelling, "You've signed our death warrant!" Good Lord.
I got 23.
You just
Jiminy
barely managed to
Christmas.
snap
I
these.
can't believe it.
You just barely managed to heat up these chains and like smash them with your fist, and they snap apart. Just in time for the nose of the vessel to pierce through the bottom of the layer of magma and enter into the vast domain of hell. Far below you, you see Lucifer's palace. You have 2 rounds before impact. Astrid, what are you doing?
Okay. Sparky, you killed Matilda, my chains.
That's because you're losing your shit there. What are you
No,
doing?
we're almost home.
This is
Bob's
not
in my
our
face.
home.
Bob's in my face.
All
I'm gonna
these years.
I'm gonna backhand Bob. Just
Bob is in your face, calling you a traitor and a loser, and talking about the human race. And
I'm gonna backhand him as hard as I can.
Oh no! Not Bob!
13.
13 to backhand Bob.
Yeah.
I guess I'll roll 3d6 for Bob's speed. Yeah, you got Bob.
Oh.
He's a skull,
Oh.
right?
Yeah. He is.
All right.
Get out of my face, Bob!
Well, that's Astrid's turn. Thyra, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna reach out and grab the control stick and try and correct our course.
Okay.
And all this talk about Bob, I was just remembering in my D&D campaign, one of my guys had a talking skull named Gary. So it's funny how.
Well,
Keep-
Bob
Oh,
the Talking
forgot.
Skull is a major character in the Dresden Files.
This is not good. Let's see, that's 5, 10, 14. Nothing. 3 is the highest dice in that roll. Yeah.
Okay, 14. I'm rolling against you with 7. You failed. I beat that on 3 dice.
Yeah, I was gonna say I rolled 3 3s, 2 2s, and a 1. How weird is that?
Okay, you, Thyra, that was. So we started when I said 2 rounds before impact. It was right after Sparky's turn. So you're each getting 2 turns before the impact happens. Thyra, that was your first one. Astrid, your first one was smacking Bob. Sparky, now it's time for your first turn. What are you going to do as you see the ship hopelessly off course, can no longer be corrected
Is there
unless...
any way that I notice now that we're going off course that I can grab those controls and try to frickin' do my own pilot thing?
If the two of you... If you want to grab the controls and try to aid Thyra with the roll she just did, which was 14... you know what? In this case, I'll set a static number of 30. If you can hit 30 with by adding on top of Thyra's 14.
Okay.
Remember
then
your aim? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
you guys will kill the devil.
So aim and your piloting skill, all those together.
Okay.
Come on.
19.
You got 19?
I got 19. Does it?
You did
It
it.
doesn't.
So that what that means though is you now only have 1 turn to try and save your own life from this crash.
Jesus. What are we gonna do?
Astrid, the ship is back on course to smash into Lucifer's palace.
Okay. Am I cognizant enough to realize that? Or...
You're standing right here. You're all bunched up at the control panel right now.
Okay.
I think you know what you have to do.
Then... Yeah, I'm gonna have to... try to steer it off course. I don't have any piloting though, so what am I gonna roll for that? I'm
Okay,
gonna have
so
to- so they have the control, so I have to wrestle it from them somehow.
yeah, let me see
Right.
what's the best way. I would say try and roll power against Sparky. Opposed power.
Okay.
Against my power?
Yeah, she's just trying to overpower you.
Try and overpower you and push you out of the way.
Okay, so if I even use my 3 resolves and my power, can I do that? Can I use all 3 of my resolves
Absolutely.
and my power?
I would recommend it.
Well, yeah, I have 1 in power, so.
I rolled a 14.
I got 18.
There
Okay.
you go.
Sorry. I forgot. Yeah.
Okay, Astrid, you are doomed to crash with this ship. You are out of turns before the impact. Thyra, you could maybe make it to one of the openings that was torn in the ship by the monsters and leap out
Into hell.
into hell. But at least you wouldn't be at the site of the impact.
I think I will try and do that. Can I kind of like, is Astrid and Sparky like wrestling each other right now so I couldn't drag either one of them along? Or
That's correct. Sparky's on her own.
Shit.
And Astrid cannot be saved.
Well, being the nature of my character, I'm like, see ya! Yeah, I'm gonna dash and jump out. Or
Okay.
I like screaming her, shoot me first!
or as I dive out backwards, I'm like, pew, pew. Like,
Once again, you have been the one to fulfill the base jumping requirement for the session.
Lord.
It's not really a base, it's more of a bullet, but you've done it. You are airborne sans vessel. So your fall will immediately slow. You're still in free fall, but it's a lot slower. Sparky?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can get out. I'm going to have you roll. I'll say you can use power or guts to try and get away from Astrid in time to get to the opening. And Astrid, you will oppose with power.
While you're rolling that, I've got my wing shield. I'm gonna kind of like use it like, Link in the.
That will not work, but hey, good effort.
Try and help slow my descent just a little bit, but yeah. My parachute pants complete. Astrid and Sparky. What'd you roll, Sparky?
I rolled a 12. I'm not rolling
I got a
good.
12.
Sparky, you get away. You make it to another opening and leap out. And both of you, Sparky and Thyra, are falling just in full free fall. Like I said, the air pressure, the friction outside immediately slows you down now that you're outside this heavy and aerodynamic dart ship. But you are watching as it crashes into Lucifer's palace, and you see an explosion of flame of various colors like blue and green and purple flame emanating outward from it. You hear a horrifying shriek that can only be that of Lucifer himself as he is destroyed by this dart ship. And Astrid is dead.
I have durable. Take no collateral damage from any source.
What the fuck?
Any source.
Well,
You're
don't
like
you
blown clear, yeah.
don't you also have 2 extra lives because you're an immortal?
I do have that as well. It's true.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that this doesn't count as collateral damage
Okay.
because you are very much in the bullet that is hitting Lucifer.
I
So
thought I'd give
yeah,
it a try.
you're definitely losing a life on this one, but
It's fair.
You're like
Thyra-
a smoking body. Flying
Fair
through
on
the
more
air.
than one count, actually.
But we need to know if any of you are still going to be alive in the next half. So, Thyra, you said you are trying to use your wing shield as a kite to slow your descent.
Somewhat, yeah, as best I can.
I'm going to call that a guts roll.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm going to roll against you with 6.
Gee, there's no way. I've only got 2 guts.
Okay. You're right. There's no way.
5! Yeah.
Okay. Sparky, what can you try?
Wait, will my ablative splint armor help me at all?
We'll find out.
I'm just free
it won't.
falling. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You have one turn to try something.
I mean, I've got amazing speed and some jump boots and my blur jacket.
What's the blur jacket do?
It gives me an extra speed. So maybe I can do some kind of amazing landing with my speed.
You have good speed and jump boots?
I have jump boots that give me, jump boots. Like,
They
would
give
me
you 2
time
turns
to-
or 2 moves
Right.
in a turn.
Yeah, 2 moves in a turn. And
Okay, I'm going to say if you fire the jump boots while you're in the air, you can slow your descent. It will take a guts roll to avoid harm, though.
guts roll.
Again, I will roll 6 against you.
6 against me.
Yeah.
Against my 2. All right.
You're falling from
rinse and
from
repeat.
space into hell.
That's true.
You
Yes,
don't
sir,
have
we
a
already had a-
parachute.
Yeah,
And
we had a
that's-
lot of momentum.
What'd you get?
I got 12 just on 2 of the dice.
I got 8.
And then there's 4 other dice. So you guys, here's what we're going to do. I don't know how many hits you can absorb with your armor. I'm going to roll 2d6, and whatever it comes up is how many hits you take when you land.
Okay.
Astrid, you're just dead. You've lost a life. But these other two, here we go. 7. So Thyra and Sparky, you each take 7 hits. If you have enough armor to absorb that, you are still alive.
I do.
Well, okay. I have 9 points. I've got the shield, my helmet, and my ablative splint. So, that
Well-
will just
You all have done the impossible. You have dart shipped into hell itself, smashed your vessel into Lucifer, and you've all survived. In the second
I can
half,
fix your armor if we can find a place that's safe.
yeah, if you can find Estrid, and get her somewhere where she can rest for a night, she'll be alive too.
Oh, I was going
You know,
to
if I
ask, with the
want
new
to,
life,
just
doesn't
find
that
a
reset
place
me?
to-
Isn't that like a reboot?
No, when you get a new life, the new life doesn't actually start until the party gets you somewhere where you can rest.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't know that she didn't have free will. We didn't know she was possessed.
I think you have hints, Sparky, because you felt those things trying to take you over, and you also saw
me
her
glowing.
like,
And
With
I
the-
know her. I mean, she is
Yeah.
like my best friend.
yeah, and you also saw that she had those like ghostly flames around her body while she was acting that way. So, and it was visibly similar to the flame beasts outside. So you can
I
guess.
assume Bob is dead.
No, he's a
dead again.
he's a skull. She just smacked him.
So, we've got to go find Bob and
That's right. Bob's on the
good.
ship. Now, wasn't Bob attached to you, Sparky? I
just
assume
kinda-
Bob was like hanging from your clothes, and when Estrid smacked him, he didn't like leave you. That's what I thought.
Okay, well, I was just thinking he was floating around giving me advice and talking shit. But if he's attached to me, that's fine too. I've still got Bob.
Oh, he
We're
was-
gonna go get that bitch Estrid.
He is however you say he is. I imagined him as being like hanging from a strap somewhere on your body, but if he's
You
just
know
floating around,
I've always pictured him just floating around, so he would just find me and be like, "That stupid bitch Estrid."
yeah, he
And
would have
you-
no
And I'd be
problem.
like,
making
"No,
it.
no, Bob, we gotta get Estrid. She must have been possessed. Let's take some time, heal off some of these points, because there's no way I'm going into that wreckage with only two
Yeah, you
armor."
all are lying hurt and bedraggled on the surface of hell, and we are going to take our break.
I don't know if you've seen
Yeah,
like
I've
the movie
got-
Stripes,
I've got-
where, like
The combat repair, I have armor smith. I mean, we can make it so that we can get a little bit better off.
and like
All right.
Sergeant Hulka from Stripes, I'm on the ground going, trying to catch my breath.
Yeah, it's hard to breathe here on the best of days. There's so much sulfur in the air.
Oh, you've got that shield on top of you.
My
And I'm
shield
over
is
there just
gone.
snoring.
Yeah. I say maybe as I got close to the ground, I spun it in front of me and just destroyed the shield. It's totally gone. It's all three just blasted apart.
Taking my nap.
All right, guys, we're going to our 10-minute break now. We'll be back at the end of it to find out what happens in hell. See you guys then.
Okay.
Welcome back from our break. Our Viking Death Squad, of whom only one is actually a Viking, but all of whom are a Death Squad, have crashed in hell. Sparky and Thyra have taken significant damage. Estrid has taken more significant damage in that she is dead. Fortunately, Estrid is an immortal, so there's still a chance to save her, for she has 2 lives left. All right.
I wanted to ask, what does that mean for my armor? Does that mean it's gone, or...
I'm going to say that this hit bypassed your armor.
Okay.
Like the Valyrian steel, where, yeah, it didn't burn, but the interior kind of
Yeah.
got toasted.
You guys better pick up all my armor pieces.
I will,
Like
because
the-
I'll fix it.
Mutilated like skeletal remains in this oversized armor. We're gonna drag you away and watch your flesh regrow. Like,
I assume she's got it all in her arms and she just walks out of the wreckage.
really, like,
well,
I
Estrid is
struggled
not
to
able
my
to walk.
feet. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of Highlander, the TV show rules. You're dead until you recover, basically.
I struggled to my feet with Sparky, and I kind of like drape an arm over your shoulder. You know, they're going like, oh god, let's go find Estrid.
You should have shot me. Now what are we gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. There's no way we're going to ascend from this place, is there? Once in hell, always in hell.
Can't imagine how. But maybe
Oh.
we can fix a piece of your armor real quick.
I need to remove my chains, though, because those are gone.
You guys hear the sounds of many creatures wailing and crying in the distance from all directions. The landscape around you is torn, blighted horror. There is some semblance of plant life, but it's all burned and destroyed. Not from your crash. It's been that way forever. Nearby is Lucifer's palace, which is completely destroyed. It's a huge, huge pile of rubble with the back end of your dart ship sticking out of it. Now you know that this particular dart ship was the vessel used for this mission because it was constructed entirely of cold iron, a newly discovered material that is immediately toxic to devils. So, the sky above you is sort of a odd reddish color, and there is what appears to be sky, even though you know you are deep, deep within the earth. It's this odd reddish color filled with black and yellow clouds of smoke. And the cries of the other devils and demons in this horrible place are getting louder.
Surely some other demonic force will step in to rule this place now that Lucifer is dead.
Yeah, there is a guy. He has a name in the book. I don't remember it. He was at war with Lucifer.
I kind of peel my helmet off and hand it to you, Sparky. It's like, well, if you want to try and repair this a little bit, would be helpful.
I can roll a 2D, 2 dice, and I can see how much of your armor I can repair.
My shield was completely destroyed. It's gone.
So I'm able to repair your helmet.
Okay.
I got 1/6.
All right. Is that one spot of repair, or
Because I can roll 2, and every 6 repairs 1 piece of armor, so it repaired it completely.
okay?
Yeah, if it was all still, if it still existed.
Yeah, the way I spread that out was like all 3 to my shield, 2 to my helmet, and 2 to my my body armor.
So I imagine you landed on that shield like Captain America when he jumps out
Yeah.
the building. Yeah.
Turned it to try and hit. Yeah,
That thing does not obey the laws of physics at all.
it
Okay.
does not. Well, thank you, Sparky. I put my helmet back on. I'm like, I am not stripping naked from my body armor for you to fix right now.
Well, if we find some pieces around, I might be able to fix up some other armor for you.
How far away are we from Lucifer's defunct palace? Like hours walk, or do we anticipate?
Oh no, you two can get there in a few minutes. It's
Okay.
It's the largest structure in this landscape that you're in, and like I said, you only jumped out of the ship 1 round before it crashed, so
Right.
you're pretty close.
Search
Maybe
the
some of
rubble.
the pieces of that ship, since it's cold. Would you say cold iron or cold steel?
Cold iron.
Cold iron, make weapons and armor out of that. That'd be.
Yeah. Now the way
If you have
cold,
enough time, I've got all my tools still with me. I've got my mission rock, and I've got everything to build and craft.
the way
I
cold
sus-
iron is described in the book, you know, there is the like sort of old fantasy tales of like any iron that is cold will harm fae or demons. This isn't exactly that. It's a form of this solid state heavy technology that exists in the world that is recently discovered or perhaps rediscovered. But whatever it is, it's something more than just regular iron that is cold. It's a special material, but it is instantly toxic to devils.
Would suspect that Astrid, I'm sorry, is may still be inside the bullet ship, kind of, or like right in front of it if she just smashed through the windshield or
That is likely.
hit the ground. So let's get to searching for their Sparky.
Yep, let's go. I'm sure we can. What a mess! What a mess! I don't even want to be here.
Right? Me
Where am I
neither.
supposed to die?
I don't know. Living for another day could be all right, but again,
Hey, if
Weird.
you can get Estrid back to the surface somehow, or even get her functional down here, that's one more immortal in the service of the cause.
That's true. We have to keep her alive because there's only what 6 left.
And if indeed that was Lucifer's death cry earlier, then she may not be possessed anymore.
it's just
Well, let's
better
just
hurry though. Surely the minions of the devil will be coming to investigate what is going on here.
Indeed.
We'll figure it out. Let's get going.
All right, you guys heading towards the rubble of the palace?
Absolutely.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay, so this place is mostly torture chambers. And they're all destroyed too. You can see there were a lot of lesser demons and devils here, as well as tortured souls from above that have been destroyed by the collapse of the building. But it's not hard to spot your dart ship sticking out of it. Oh, by the way, I don't think we ever said last week, but in the Discord, you guys settled on a name for the group. What was that name again?
The Hand of Doom.
Hand
I
of
think.
Doom.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the Hand of Doom is incomplete without Estrid, so you are crawling over this rubble towards the ship. The ship is heavily damaged. But you make your way there, and as you do, you start to see something like dust on the horizon off to what feels like the west, but you have no way of knowing directions down here, especially since the ship was corkscrewing for a good chunk of that flight.
So like dust coming up, like the possibility that there's some horde coming this way.
Something, yeah.
Right.
Like in a western when the horses are coming over the hill.
So,
We'll just
as
have-
the Hand of Doom, I will jokingly say, it's like, we've got to find her middle finger. Estrid, where are you?
She is the tallest one.
Yeah.
Because this is what I do best. I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
I'm going to become invisible. So I'll be unnoticed. If I roll my speed, and then I can be invisible for 1d4 rounds. So
I've got
my
that same
speed
skill.
is-
Yeah.
And I was rolling wrong. I should have been adding my boost from my armor for my speed, but whatever. Let's see.
And am I unconscious then? I have to wait until...
Yeah. You are technically dead, but functionally, yeah, unconscious.
Understood. So I'm just
Okay.
having some... I'm dreaming.
Well, yes, I made it. I got
Okay.
2 5s and a 4.
Okay, so that
And so
means you
1d4
are hidden
rounds.
from anyone's view?
From anyone's view for 4 rounds. I
Okay.
just rolled a 4.
Oh, you rolled a 4 on that? Okay. I'm going to
Well,
roll
they-
my
yeah.
d4.
Let me clarify. These guys are more than 4 rounds away. They're over the horizon. But
I'll roll again.
okay.
All right. I'm just going to search the air to try and find our compatriot.
All right, so you can climb into the ship if you like. There's plenty of openings in it now. The magma explosions, in fact, parts of it are still glowing hot, but you can find openings that you can get through.
And I'll make sure that Bob stays near you or around you to keep you aware of my location.
Okay.
Esther, Byra, okay?
Okay.
Now,
So you'll know where I am, but nobody can nothing else can see me.
now, Patty, remind me about Bob. Is this just purely a flavor thing that you invented, or is this some kind of
It's
familiar?
actually I picked it from the game. Believe it
Okay.
or not.
How does he work? Does he always know where you are?
Well, he's my slave skull Bob. So I would assume he knows where I'm at all times. So
All right, I'll look him up while we're playing. But
I
Thyra,
can look him up again too.
Skull slave.
Plugged in.
An undead head will do as commanded. Has a helmet. That's all
And
it
as
says.
I disappear, I have a technical issue. So as I disappear,
Okay.
I'm actually going to disappear for 1 second.
All right. She said she has a technical issue, but it looks fine to me.
I'm going to rummage through the rubble until I find.
Okay, so climbing into the ship, it is the ship you were in. It's recognizable, but twisted and damaged very heavily. Even the interior rooms are not the same shape anymore. So I'm actually going to ask you for. Let me think about what type of roll to ask you for here.
Guts?
Technical issue
That's
as
or
in my
wits, yeah.
computer was going to die.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have it be wits, a wits roll.
Wit?
Yeah, that's listed with scouting as
Okay,
one of its
wits
things.
it is.
So just
Wits
to
it
try
is.
and find a way forward to the cockpit where Estrid was.
I also have tracking, which I don't know if that would be any help. Let's see, what does that say? Tracking, you can track a falcon on a cloudy day on any 4, 5, or 6 to discern details of evidence and find clues. So
This roll is not to track where Estrid went, but just to find a way
Just
through
find-
the ship. So, yeah.
bang. Ooh, that is bad. 4 on my wits roll.
Okay, well, I was only going to roll 3 against you. Maybe I'll roll all ones. Nope, I did not. So you are not able to get through the ship to the cockpit. You are going to have to try and find another way to locate Estrid if possible. Maybe coming at the ship from underneath somehow, if you can get through the rubble to the floor below, or something. Maybe if you can invent a way to knock it over, but you're not able to get to the cockpit from the back.
Okay, so yeah, I'll try whatever other route I can find. Initially trying to go outside and just get towards the front of the ship as best as possible.
Okay, so the ship has,
looking for any gaps
being
in the
being a
ground.
dart ship, it has fully lawn darted into this thing, and what you are seeing is kind of the back end of it. So,
Okay.
In order to get to the front, you have to go into the ruined
Into the ground.
palace.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
I will crawl through any cracks I can find. And initially on the top side, where like the cockpit would be, if it's like 4-sided, then I will try and approach it from the top side if I can find a way through crack-wise.
For this, I will ask another wits roll, and I'll say this time you can use scout because you're looking for where an opening would be in a palace.
Okay. I don't have scout. It's that tracking.
Or tracking, that's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Okay. So with a 4, 5, or 6, to determine evidence, we'll engage. So it's plus 2d. So
2d on top of your wits. Yeah.
On top of my wits, that is better. 11, 14, 15. Actually rolled a 6 and a 5, so that's nice.
You succeed, and in fact, with the help of that tracking, the way you succeed is that you find evidence of devils having crawled out of the palace after its collapse, and you're able to backtrack some of their footprints to find an opening. Now, Bob is with you. Do you want...
I just sent it to you, page 50, but I sent it to you in chat.
I saw it, thank you.
Okay.
Do you want to bring Sparky with you as well? Because right now Sparky's on the surface and hiding.
I may need Sparky's help to get Astrid out, since I'm having to climb down.
I can sneak in, can't I?
Yeah, you can continue sneaking.
Yeah, I want to do that. I'll go with if.
All right. So you guys get down there. Sorry. And you are now crawling through the rubble of Lucifer's palace, which is just where everyone wants to be, right?
Right.
I'm going to roll a d12 here. It has come up 12. As you are passing through this place... Oh my goodness, sorry. As you are passing through this place, you come face to face with an odd creature that you have never seen before. This is a wraith, and I'm just trying to stall until I find a stat block because my bookmarks were erased. Okay. So this thing looks like smoke, but it has 3 sets of glowing red eyes, and it's wearing a hood, if that can be said, of something where both the body and the hood itself are made of this dark, wispy smoke. This thing is all made of wrath and envy and hate and fumes congealed by eons of suffering, and it comes out of the darkness of Lucifer's palace to attack you. Sparky and Thyra, please roll speed.
11.
Okay.
Nope.
21.
2 tracking.
21. Okay.
Good gravy.
Yeah, Mia's got the bad speed rolls for this game. And then this guy got 11, 14, 15, 16. Okay, Sparky, you're up. You see this creature coming at you. It is some sort of horrifying hell monster made of smoke and pain. What are you going to do?
I am gonna shoot it with my iron blaster. And hope for the best, because my aim is not the best. 13.
13 does not hit. It's 16.
Okay.
Now it is this thing's turn. I'm going to roll a d8 to see what it does. Where did I put my d8? Son of a biscuit. Here it is. 8. It does a drain attack. Melee attack. The Wraith gains 1d from its foe's stat or skills. I'm going to roll on even. It's Thyra. On odd, it's Sparky. Odd. It is Sparky. It's going to roll 5. Oh no, it doesn't roll this dice. It drains 1 dice from your foe's stats or skills. So let's see. I guess you decide what you wanted to drain.
It's going to drain from what?
It's going to, from your stats or skills, you're going to have to remove 1 dice from one of them.
My stats or my skills.
It comes screaming at you with its black, smoky hands and reaches at you, but instead of making physical contact, it kind of passes through you, and you take this as a sort of a psychic, emotional damage.
So I'm gonna say it takes a little bit of my guts.
All right. And you see that ethereally as it pulls its hand back, that it has something of you dripping with a sort of spiritual, ethereal blood.
It scares me, yeah.
That it then
It
eats.
scares me so bad.
Thyra, your turn.
Out comes the iron blaster.
Heck yeah.
And I need to beat it. All right, that's a 8, 10, 13. So I miss.
Yeah.
Can I push that and
Sure.
roll one at your die?
You have to push some gear to do that.
Yep, I'm gonna push this blaster. Yeah. What did I say that was? 10, 15. I still missed.
Did you roll again?
I
One of the things
Is
you
it
can
a-
do with a push is a whole extra attack. Is that what you did? Or did
No,
you just
I was
add a
just-
die?
I just added a die.
Okay, yeah. Well, keep that die. Roll the rest of the die again.
Okay. What did I roll? Which one was okay? It was the 3. Okay, hold on. That's better. So that's 2 6s and a 5 and a 2. So
Okay.
that's definitely a hit.
Yeah.
And with my gunslinger, I forgot to roll 2 extra dice on the initial attack, which is really stupid. And I get my gunslinger bonus, which is additional shots at any target.
Outstanding.
Any hit made with a gun, roll the gunslinger skill. Instantly score as many. So now I roll the 2 dice. Sorry, hold on. That is 2 hits, 2 additional hits.
Well, you have blasted this thing so badly that it shrieks and turns into smoke and vanishes on the air currents. You
And my-
suspect it may still be alive somewhere, but it has left.
My iron blaster starts to glow red from the heat. I'm like, oh, that's great. That's not going to be good.
Yeah. All right.
So I have
Yeah.
a question about pushing real quick. So
Yeah.
when you're pushing, what is the sacrifice to push?
It sacrifices a hit on your piece of gear. So, similarly to armor, every piece of gear you have can take 3 hits.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
pushing it makes it take a hit.
Got it. Okay.
All right. So, I'm going to say it takes you 3 rounds to get to the ship by traveling through the palace in this way, and that was the first round. So, the first round was when the sort of random encounter happened. So, Thyra, for round number 2, I'm going to have you roll a d6. If it comes up 6, you are going to have another random encounter.
2.
Okay, and then Sparky, I'll have you roll the last one. This time, if it comes up 5 or 6, you are going to have another random encounter. Patty, you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Roll 1d6, please.
3.
All right, you guys make it all the way there without any further encounters with these horrible creatures that live in Lucifer's destroyed palace. And you find something odd. Well, maybe not that odd, all things considered, when you get to this destroyed throne room of Lucifer. All over the place, you can see that this was, before a giant dart ship crashed into it, a horrifying yet magnificent room where everything was designed to sort of draw the eye to the center, where Lucifer would sit on his throne. It was lined with skulls on spikes, skulls of creatures of every description, some human, some 20 times the size of a human. There are spinal vertebrae making up the carpet upon which you walk. There is blood leaking from in between the stones, as though some sort of biological gore was used as the very mortar to build the room that he sat in. And his throne is sitting there, knocked over. And where the ship has crashed, you can see somehow this cold iron substance that it's made out of has kept its shape at the very tip. And it impales the giant body of what can only be the Prince of Hell. He is 20 feet tall. His skin a mottled mixture of black and red. Black like the blackest night there ever was, and red like fire itself. His eyes are missing. His teeth are jagged and broken. His chest is pierced by the ship and is burning slowly away from the surface of it. But there, on the side of the ship, is the hatch. Which you may enter.
Wow, look at the size of that sucker. Talk about direct hit. Good lord.
Yeah, it's center mass fully. Well done, you guys.
Yeah, Sparky, appreciate your help on the stick there for a bit. That was a rough ride down.
Oh God, it was crazy. Let's not do that again, huh?
Yeah, let's not. Let's get Astrid and get out of here. I'm almost tempted to go deeper into the pit to avoid whatever was coming at us from outside. Let's get Astrid quick.
All right, by climbing in the hatch, you do find Astrid fully dead in the cockpit. You can see that. Astrid, were you wearing a helmet, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, so you can see that the helmet was knocked askew off of her head and that her head was caved in by the impact, in addition to what looks like many other broken bones and injuries sustained by the ship just suddenly coming to a stop. However, you know that she is an immortal, and as far as you are aware, she had never died before, so if you can get her away from here, she should be okay in a day or so. She is, however, 8 feet tall?
8.5 feet tall, and I'm built like an 8.5 foot tall dwarf. So
probably 400 pounds.
yeah,
Yeah.
if not more.
Any are there any bits we need to gather up, like an arm to put back in place, or is she relatively whole?
She's relatively whole,
smashed?
just smashed in. You'll just need to grab her helmet.
Kind of like back up. Were there any like draperies or anything outside? Maybe we could like put her on like a sled or something and drag her.
Well,
it'd be easier
I
to drag
think
her
with
around.
all of the stuff in my toolboxes and my toolkits and everything else, I could probably figure out a way to jerry rig a pulley of some sort.
There was a pretty large drapery made out of demon skin outside that you could probably wrap her up in.
We could wrap her up and then figure out a pulley system so that we don't have to actually physically drag 400 pounds.
Yeah. Get her out of here and go as quickly as we can.
Okay.
Yeah. Make a little, what do they call that? My vocabulary slipping. It's like the sled they put injured people on. They call that a litter, I want to say.
Yeah, litter is what I came up with.
Saying.
I had trouble. I was trying to come up with the same word during Crown and Skull a couple weeks ago, and I also couldn't get it, and I still don't know it. I think litter
basically
is
like
what
a
you want.
stretcher, but a litter. Yeah, it's like you put them on it and you drag them across the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say because you guys rolled no more random encounters after that Wraith, that you have time to get out of the palace and out of sight before whatever this approaching horde is reaches here. What kind of place are you looking for as you travel?
Maybe a cave, some sort of rocky outcropping that we can conceal ourselves in.
Okay.
Maybe once we're there, we can use that demon skin to create sort of a tent flap.
Yeah, that's a good idea to make kind of a cover.
Okay.
I need a place where she can rest, where I can repair armor. And since I am invisible, I assume I can go back and forth to the wreckage and kind of grab pieces and parts.
You do actually find a cave almost miraculously as you travel the landscape of hell. But there seems to be the sound of heavy breathing from within it and smoke billowing out from it.
Do we want to overtake this cave, or do you want to keep looking?
Might be safer to keep looking.
I'm at this point with as much damage we've sustained. The only thing I've healed is your helmet. So maybe we should. I mean, I can sneak in and see what's there.
Maybe it's a friendly. Probably not.
Yeah, maybe it's a friendly
just-
creature living in a cave near Satan's palace in hell.
You never know.
Yeah.
It's his pet, he's gonna be pissed off when he sees
You never know. That's correct. You never know.
Why don't I get into stealth mode, you guys, and see if I can just peek and see what's there?
All right, you go on in. I'm gonna hang out here with Astrid's corpse.
I made it. I got a 4, so I'm gonna sneak in and see what's there. What do I see?
You see inside some sort of huge engine that is running on. It's making a noise like, and all it's doing is producing huge amounts of smoke. That is what you saw billowing out of the cave from outside. And inside, near the engine, which is making all this smoke and noise, you see this tiny little imp-like creature just bundled up with a ratty old blanket, snoring.
an imp-like creature in hell. He's tiny. He's just laying there snoring. He probably can kill us with one look. I'll go tell him. I'll go tell him what's in here.
Okay.
So go out, and you guys, there's this huge machinery, and it's just blowing out smoke. But there is a small imp-like creature. He's wrapped up in some kind of ratty blanket, and he's asleep.
Oh. He might actually be friendly. I mean,
if I maybe pull out some of my rope and go tie him up before we go in there, he might be a friendly like us.
well,
You know,
let's go find out.
obviously
Yeah.
the chances of a friendly being in hell is odd, but there's already 3, so maybe.
But, if he's in a ratty blanket, he's obviously maybe not a minion of the devil. He's just another tortured soul.
What do you guys think?
I think we should...
How's your sneak skill there,
let's go tie him up.
Estrid?
It's okay.
As a corpse, I don't know what my stats are.
Estrid is asleep. How is your self skill?
You say Astrid is asleep while looking at her head shaped like this.
We got a big crunch in his skull. It's like, well, it's the only safe place.
I mean, it looks like it's a safe place. It looks like it might be warm because of the engine.
No,
I would love to tinker with that thing and see what it actually does.
Yeah.
And if we could subdue this creature, it could be friendly. If not, I mean, right?
Let's go find out. All right.
Okay,
you
so what do you
go
want
in
to
there
do?
and tie him up. I'll,
Can you sneak? Can you sneak?
I can
with me?
sneak.
We could sneak up to it, and then I'll lay on it while you bind its hands and stuff.
I have. I could try and sneak with you. Let me do that. Roll any 4, 5s, or 6s to avoid detection for 1d4 rounds. All right. So I'm undetectable for 1d4
I got 3
rounds.
6s, so I am definitely invisible. 3 6s and a 4.
All right. Wait, you got 3 6s? That's a crit.
I did get 3 6s. What do I do with it?
Well, normally it says that Lucifer's influence is felt, but that does not happen this time. You are able to sneak so well that you can get right up on this guy, and if you want to, you can slit his throat in his sleep.
Oh, humanity and goodness and all that stuff.
It's a demon.
Do you have a knife, Lyra?
I don't. I've got my gun.
You know what? I probably have something pretty sharp in my toolbox or my mission ruck.
Yeah.
It is reasonable that
I'm
you
go-
would all have knives or some other bladed tool or whatever.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Shank him with a screwdriver.
Yep.
There you go.
I am going to put him out of his misery quickly, not just let him bleed out. I am going to stab him right in the brain.
Oh, all right. Well, he's dead.
Right through his eyeball.
You stab him through his eyeball. His other eyeball pops out because of the pressure differential, and he is dead.
Mhm. Perfect. And now we have a regulated blanket, guys. We can cover Estrid with it. She could maybe.
Now, when his snoring stops, that was louder than the engine. So that's what you heard from outside. The heavy breathing was his snoring.
Perfect.
Now, hopefully, whatever he was doing with this engine wasn't important.
Well, I am a mechanic, so I can fiddle with it, see what it does, figure out, is it important? How can I keep it running? Those kind of things.
I want to get Estrid kind of positioned in a good way, find a nice flat area where I can sort of prop her up against the wall and cover her with the ratty blanket. So when she wakes up, she's got.
It just covers my shoulder area.
Yeah, I
'cause
was gonna say.
it's a tiny imp.
We'll wrap it up like a scarf around your
She
neck.
has like a scarf. And then investigate this machine. So with Sparky.
So I'll have Sparky roll something to try and understand the machine. You have this. Sorry, you have this like combat repair ability. So you're some sort of mechanical or tech person. I'll have you say. I'll say roll your combat repair plus your wits to try and understand what this machine is.
Combat repair plus wits. Okay. So that's 4. Perfect. 17.
All right, I'm gonna roll 3d6 against that. Yeah, so you succeed. As far as you can tell, this machine exists for no other purpose than to spin random gears, burn oil, and make as much smoke as possible.
Okay.
Just polluting the atmosphere. Okay.
So maybe we could just disable it and I can steal some of its parts for armor to repair Estrid's crap. You know, she's a big girl.
I will now have Thyro roll wits on Sparky's suggestion of disabling the machine.
On disabling?
Yeah.
Am I assisting in disabling or
No, you are rolling wits on whether this is a good idea or not.
Okay. That's not my strong suit. 2 dice coming up.
I'll roll 2 against you. 7.
8. Double 4s.
This cave was home to a single tiny imp. You were afraid to enter this cave because you heard the snoring and saw the smoke. If you turn off the smoke, people will not be afraid to enter this cave anymore.
Okay. So yeah, maybe we should leave this on. It's intimidating to those outside.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Sounds like a plan.
I wasn't thinking about it as, scary. But what about the noise? Nobody's snoring anymore.
Well, I could stand near the mouth of the cave and go.
Estrid snores.
Wow.
Not yet.
Oh,
Oh, that's true. Not yet.
Estrid's
Snoring.
perfect.
I can make grunting and growling noises near the cave entrance for a little while.
All
Let's hear
right.
those.
And we're gonna drape that skin up. So, right? Is the skin big enough to cover the?
Yes.
Okay.
Cover the opening, yes.
But just enough opening at the top so the smoke
Smoke
does
can
escape.
still come out, yeah, sure.
Don't want to
No
asphyxiate.
carbon dioxide poisoning.
Yeah. It's already stinky in here with the sulfur everywhere. We don't want any.
Yeah.
Dead body.
So, Thyra, it's your intention to stay
So,
awake and make noise to sound like a breathing creature, yeah?
Yeah. Basically, sit watch and do that while I'm on watch. Yeah.
Okay,
Good
please roll guts. I'm going to roll 2d6 against you.
Oh my gracious!
I rolled
Not
5.
again. All right.
You keep doing gutsy
4.
things. 4. Do you have any more resolve left?
Nope, I spent it all earlier.
We need
Okay,
to rest.
you do need to rest. And had Thyra succeeded on that roll, you would have rested for an hour.
At some point, I'm like, "Rawr." Oops. Sorry, couldn't maintain the subterfuge.
Okay, so you actually are there making this noise when suddenly
Yeah,
a walking corpse staggers mindlessly into the cave. I have rolled for this and you guys got very lucky.
Sounds like it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there are 2 more behind it. There's just 3 walking corpses. It's not a demon. It seems to not even be intelligent, but it is coming for you. So the 2 of you who are not dead, roll your speed, please.
10. 11, excuse me, 11.
Okay.
$21.
Unreal. Do you guys realize it's the same two numbers you rolled last time?
No.
I didn't have to change these numbers at all. All right, but these guys got 9, 10, 11, 12.
Of course they did. I just keep going last. That's not true, but
Not the one time.
not that one time.
Sparky, you're first. There's 3 slain creatures. Let me drag some of the incredible art from the book into here so you can see what they look like.
Yeah, I think I own the cards for this. The card deck that they put out for this.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
you know,
sure.
I almost bought it, but it seemed pointless since we play remote.
Yeah, I think I had bought in fact, I know I have the card deck here somewhere.
So I'm gonna get it with my iron blaster, I would assume. Since that's my ranged weapon, I don't really want to touch this thing. Let's see. Oh, I'm rolling still with my pilot. Hold on 1 second. That's gone now. Let me roll those.
Oh, snap.
12.
12 hits. That matches its speed exactly, so that's a hit. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, you've killed one. They have no armor.
Nice.
So that's 1 down. And then it is their turn. The one of the other ones rolls up to you, Sparky, and swings an axe for a clumsy strike, which misses. You can't possibly hit that 21. The other one is going to roll up to Thyra and also miss.
Thank goodness.
Now it's your turn, Thyra.
All right, I'm going to aim and shoot. That is an 8. You've got to be kidding. No, that's a miss. That's a total of 10.
All right. Well, I was trying to pull this image up, but apparently this is not one of the images that I pulled from the PDF, so forget it. You got a 10, that misses.
Yeah.
So you guys are just whiffing at each other. You're just kind of surprised to see a regular-ass slain corpse walking in here instead of some minion of hell. Not that they're not minions of hell, but they're the kind you have on the surface, too. Sparky, your turn.
All right. The same thing I did before. And I'm going to blow it away, hopefully. 12 again.
Well, you matched its speed again, so that's another hit, and you've killed another one.
Nice.
The remaining one is going to try and attack you. I'm rolling to see if it is a clumsy strike or a power strike. Where is my D8? It is a clumsy strike again. He has missed you, obviously,
Good.
because he only rolls 2d6 to attack. Yep. Thyra, your turn. There's one of these guys left.
Okay. I'm like looking around, like, where did I put those cards? No, I'm gonna have to look for them once we get done streaming. Like, anyway, let's get a hit on here. 8, 14. Thank goodness.
You've killed him. That's the last one. And as he dies, an hour has passed. Sparky and Thyra, you have not rested. Astrid has been resting for an hour, and thus wakes up. When you look back at her next, you see that she is, well, not awake, but sleeping and alive and breathing. Her skull has resumed its normal shape. All of her injuries are repaired, and she is unconscious. And the three of you remain trapped, though momentarily undetected, in Tartarus, Hell, Hades, whatever you call it. You're there. You have no immediate way back, but you're alive. And perhaps if we revisit this game in the future, we can figure out how you escape from Hell. But before we wrap for the night, you all are startled by the loud sound of a crash from a few miles away. A crash.
So I wake up then?
Yeah, you can wake up then, and if you step outside to look in the direction of the crash, you will see that the dart ship that you piloted down here is shivering and shaking and is lifted up from underneath and falls over as something large tries to stand up out of the rubble. And that is where we're going to end the session tonight. And that's it for this amount of Viking Death Squad that we had on the schedule. I'd love to come back in the future and see if you guys can make it out of hell. But for now, mission complete, maybe. You smashed this thing into Satan, which is what you were supposed to do. So
maybe we can rest before the next one.
I was going to say, like, somebody came along and pulled it out of his body, and he's healed up. He's healing up just because he's an immortal, too. Come on.
Yeah, yep.
Well, I got my rest, right?
That's my guess.
Astrid got her rest. The other two of you need rest. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. You all gain +1 dice in resolve, and all your resolve is refilled. This will happen at the end of every session. But next week we're not doing this. Next week we're doing Call of Cthulhu, run by Alan. I think Patty and Cindy are both in that. Mia, were you in that one? Mm-hmm. I don't recall.
I was considering signing up. I hadn't yet. So
okay, I know that Yuri's in it, but is only going to be in the second one, not the first one. Okay. So there is still a spot there. But that's it for tonight. Thanks everyone for watching. On Friday we are back with episode 35 of Shadows of Archonia 2. Some very interesting things happening over in that game. So please tune in for that. Join us on our Discord if you've never been there. It's a lot of fun. We all talk about games all the time. And our Patreon. That's a great place too, because you can give us money to help improve the quality of the stream. Maybe one day I'll get a computer that doesn't crap out in the summertime. How about that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, gang. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Good to be alive again.